Hello, Swaddy Cup, Ricky and Isaan here. So, house vlog today, and I've got, probably what I considered a genius idea, but it's not a genius idea. Every second Thai does it. But I think it's fantastic, and it's got me really excited about the build now because I was worried it's just a bit too small. So, house build, which you all know about. I'll take you on a little bit of a tour, and I'll tell you what we're going to change now, which is good that we got onto it now. Change it later on, it costs us a lot more money. We can do it now, and it makes things easier for the builder, and it makes things fantastic for us. Front porch. So this is the front porch, which is all going to be outdoors. Be sitting out here doing live streams probably, with a light above me, you hope. And that's all good. Wall. Door. So I want to make sure the door is more over on the left than the right. Although it probably doesn't matter too much because you've got a pole there, right? They might want it on that pole. But rather the door a bit over on the left. Hopefully, TV on the wall here. My huge sofa there tucked away. And then, that'll be our little bedroom. Only small. We're working with a budget, so they're only small, but hey, it's a bedroom. I'm sleeping here. Door here for our ensuite bathroom. I didn't really want, I was happy with one bathroom, but the missus wanted two. Our bathroom. Yada yada yada. We go back out into the living room where we've got another bedroom here, which is basically going to be a spare room, I'm planning, unless it makes sense to use that one over the other one. A door here for the communal bathroom, shared bathroom. The plan is for the twins, this will be their bedroom, so the twins' bedroom here. Unless it makes sense to swap, as I've said. And then this is where I've made the changes. So I had the idea, floated with my wife. For whatever reason, my wife had to simulate it on the Sims and think about it, and then she actually shared it with her parents, and her dad thought it was a banger idea. Her dad completely agreed. So hallway into our kitchen, and it's not a huge kitchen, but this is our kitchen. So we're going to have the bench top, the fridge, all that in here. Fairly small, huh? I was just thinking about it like, it's another room that we could utilize. Like we are in a rental, the kitchen's completely outside to the house. It's in the exterior. It's in the backyard, isn't it? Why don't we just do that here? So I think that's what we're going to go with. Back door with some stairs, and what we'll do is, and it might not happen first thing, for the first few months, we might just cook with plug-in appliances on the table in here and have the fridge and that in here. But when we're ready, and we might be ready just to get the builder to do it, or we might get someone else to do it immediately after or right before we move in. Concrete all out here. So I'd concrete to about that post there to there. That's a decent size. Make sure we've got the power points out here. So you want at least 3 power point ports, I reckon, spread out. And then what we can do is tin roof coming off the top here, and just wall it in with something cheap and basic. Maybe get the blocks for the bottom quarter, bottom half, and then get some cheap paneling for the top. Let's get a door or something here. Maybe the door's over there. But like, we can just have the kitchen outdoors, can't we? All the cooking gets done. I guess you consider it outdoors, but it's going to be indoors, isn't it? It's going to be another room. A cheap little room you just add on, and that's just increased the spare square meterage for our floor plan, for the actual house under the roof, hasn't it? We've just made more room. So this here, what we can utilise this for, if it's not the kitchen, and I think we will go with this, it could be a dining room, desk in the corner, office as well, workstation, bookcase. Just gives us an extra room, and then the cooking and that gets all done outside, which is good for keeping the ants and other bugs away, keeping the smells outside. That's generally how they do it in Thailand. That might seem a bit odd to some people, but that's generally how they do it in Thailand. Our kitchen in our rental, it's just in the backyard, isn't it? That's the back wall. That's the boundary for the actual property that the bench is against. So why not? It just makes sense to just do that here. It won't cost much. Remember the money that we saved not doing the white blocks? It was about 80,000 baht. We'll probably do that for 80,000 baht. Concrete, tin roof, walls, cheap. Maybe a touch more. It won't be much. So I'm pretty happy with that, and it's got me really optimistic about the size of the house now. We just gave ourselves some more room, and it's just good, I guess, the way it's been done. We've got so much room at the back here. So yeah. And then the only other things, I'd probably first sort out water tank. Maybe a water tank goes over here somewhere. Water tank with a pump for the house's water supply. So that will fill off the mains. We do have mains. We are connected to the water. You probably need a shower, hot water system or two. and air conditioners. Probably need 2 or 3 air conditioners, 1 for each bedroom, and then get this kitchen done as well. And then you're pretty much sweet, eh? Maybe, yeah, you could figure out parking for the car, but we've got that many vehicles. There's 2 tractors, an e-ton truck, 2 cars. I'm not sure how we do the parking because I don't want to create a disturbance for the family. I'd be keen if we could make it work, like a big car park along the perimeter there with like a big tin roof. I don't know. And then you park all the vehicles there, eh? And it frees up the front of the parents' house as well. They don't have to have the car parked there, but they might be happy with the car there as well. But yeah, I mean, heaps of land to work with. But I think that's a banger idea, and we've just increased our floor square meterage, haven't we? We just essentially kind of made your house bigger by adding a exterior room. So yeah, the wife seems keen on it, and I'm really keen on it now. And yeah, her dad was keen on it. My dad said, my dad in Australia said it might work, but we don't do that in Australia, do we? Have the kitchens outdoors. Makes sense here. Whether or not you'd want to raise the floor a bit or put tiles in, I don't know. But yeah, I'd be happy to have it pretty basic too as well. You just want fridge, whatever else, appliances, washing machine and that out there, and I think you're laughing, eh? But let me know what you guys think. Is that a banger idea or what, mate? And then yeah, whatever landscaping, or maybe you do nothing, just have grass you do out here, I don't know. If you do have, you know, cars parked here, you probably want a bit of concreting so you're not walking in mud every rainy season, I don't know. But let's just get this sorted, figure out those bits and pieces, like I said, the outdoor kitchen, then figure out the car, and yeah. Or am I thinking too far ahead? Are we still worry about the basics here? What do you guys think? I think that's the way to do it, eh? I think I've seen it a lot now. That's how they're selling houses in Thailand. Like I checked out that house in Buriram, and they just had the kitchen top outside. Not that they were utilising it, they still had an indoor kitchen. I'm a 30-year-old Aussie who does not like to cook. I'll happily go to the market every single day and get my meal for 30-40 baht or 80 baht to feed the family, whatever it is. Overcooking. I mean, a rice cooker you plug in anywhere in a PowerPoint. For me anyway, with the kitchen, makes sense. I'll show you guys the parents' kitchen over here if no one's in there, are you? Mother-in-law's talking to someone on the soy. I just don't want to bother them too much with my fantasy world of making videos. And they've got, like, you consider an outdoor kitchen, but it's still, I guess, joint to the house. But you just sort of separate it from the rest of the house. Like before, this house, my wife can't give me much because she was too young when this all got built. You know, that could have been the back door, and you might not have even had the kitchen out here. So you just sort of yeah, separate the kitchens a lot in Thailand, and they actually do the dishes around here, which I quite like. So all the cleaning and that gets done here in the garage, and the washing machine's there. Anyone use these before? So these are really common in Thailand, like double washing machines. So you got to do like the water mixing and whatnot on one side, and the other side's like the drying and the spin. I've never seen them before. Like, look at all the rice too. Maybe it was me growing up in Australia, the lucky country. We just had a washing machine where it's just got one compartment and does it all, but they're still everywhere here in Thailand. And I think the Muban gated community where we live gave everyone the same set of appliances, because every single house has one of these dual compartment washing machines, and they make a lot of noise too. And then like you got to go there like 3 or 4 times to do the switch over, so they're quite annoying. Obviously, chili pants are growing. Wife's out there with the tape measurer, measuring things, checking things. I'm happy with the roof. I'm happy with how it's all going. I'm really excited for the kitchen change we've done, because we're just giving ourselves more room, and yeah, life's going good. Right, everyone, bye bye. See you guys in the next one. Bye now.